You wanna go on an adventure?
Go on a butthole sniffing
Come
adventure.
on!
Come on!
Sorry, I was watching Game Grumps.
You were.
Yeah. I'm not ashamed. I don't know why I would be ashamed. I'm not. I'm not ashamed.
We're huge Grump fans.
Yep, it's true.
Big bonerific Grump fans.
Yes. Big, thick boner.
Big boner.
Big boners. Oh yeah, this was a good place that we stopped last time.
Actually, before I get to this motherfucker right
Take
here.
a fat fucking vape, bruh. Vape Nation.
Piano's done with. Piano's over.
I like that, no, there's just no context. Like, there's no, like, nobody is in chat but Jeremy, and he has only said one thing, and that is piano. Jeremy just pops in and just says piano, and then leaves.
By the way, piano? Alright.
Piano.
Alright.
Piano.
The lecture hall was packed before the mock trial, but the rest of the campus was empty. That's when I saw Juniper dragging a large mat from behind the stage. I was watching her from a vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area. She was heading towards me, so I assumed she was on her way to the maintenance area. But I didn't have time to stand around and see what she did after that.
Why not? Why didn't you have time to stand around?
Mr. Confident sure goes all out when he tells the truth.
I can hear your air quotes from here, Apollo. I don't think he meant any of that to be misleading, but it doesn't make it factual.
Careful now, Athena. A genius like Hugh could be leading you right into a trap.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't. But all I can do is charge forward with both eyes open.
Cutie. Alright, pressing time.
Also, he's obviously not a genius. He buys all of his grades.
Alright?
You don't need to buy grades if you're a genius. Hold it! Hold it! Hold it right there!
What? I was just getting to the important part. Eager to unsheath your blade, Sykes-Dono? Your heavy breath heaves to where I stand.
How rude! A human's breath doesn't travel anywhere near that far.
So the only issue is distance? You're not denying that you're a heavy breather.
Ugh, I'm just saying that scientific studies have proven that it's not.
Hang in there, Athena. No matter how many insults they hurl, it won't affect the judge's opinion of you.
What about my own self-esteem?
Let's get back to what happened before the mock trial.
Okay. I guess. Our client was simply putting the mat away. It has nothing to do with this case.
That's where you're wrong. There is but one mat in the entire school that could cushion a 3-story fall. Hence, the mat dragged by the accused was essential to moving the body.
If we win this one, I promise to donate another thick mat to the academy.
Thick! Like 2 C's thick.
Like, thick.
Now show me how to show you the truth. You'll have my full cooperation.
Why don't you just say the truth?
I just fucking... I can't talk.
Because you're lying?
No.
Question mark? Hey, Rana.
I'm not actually sure if he's lying or not.
I don't know. I don't
It's
remember
probably
either.
one of those things where it's like half-truths.
Seems about right. Mr. O'Connor, are you positive you were standing exactly where you said?
I was between the stage and the maintenance area, and she was behind the backdrop.
Huh, he's sticking to his guns. The issue here is where Hugh was standing when he says he saw Junie.
Sorry, that little emo just makes that statement.
Aww, that's a Rue emo, isn't it? Hi, Sheenie. Incredible thought. Nothing I say will mean anything without evidence. Time to dig a little deeper.
Oh, and before you ask, I had my glasses on. Put your grasses on.
Man.
Nothing will be wrong.
Yeah, if he had his grasses on, then nothing will be wrong. Damn it.
Therefore, I'm positive it was Juniper. That is not an issue. Nothing will be wrong. Press!
You shouldn't assume anything. You know what they say about when you assume. It makes an ass out of you.
And me.
No, just makes an ass out of you. It doesn't make an ass out of me.
But that's the phrase.
I know.
That's
What? Shh, shut up.
That's how the saying goes.
No. Just makes an ass out of you.
And me.
No. Leave me out of it.
No, not me as in me. Me as in me. You guys couldn't see what I just did, but I pointed to Kemi and then I pointed to myself.
This joke doesn't really work when we don't have a webcam on. No matter what, it doesn't show anything except for the fact that you're not positive. And also that you're an ass.
Such wild momentum. Perhaps you were a raging bull in your past lives.
Don't compare me to some stupid farm animal.
Hey, Athena! Words are hurtful, and farm animals are people too.
No, they're not. They're animals.
They have feelings!
Yeah, they do. I didn't say that. They're just not people.
Hoy, justice don't know. Our assertion is Juniper was simply putting the mat away. In that case, where would she be taking it?
Oh, to the storehouse over in the maintenance area.
Precisely. Therefore, there's not wrong with the witness's judgment in this matter. It's your own wild charges that are the issue here. But I can't help it if you keep seeing red. He's going to get a face full of justice Apollo style if he keeps that up.
Ooh, oh my.
Anyway, I saw her heading towards me.
Then it's entirely possible that someone else moved the body, correct?
Are you mad or merely delusional? Everyone was in the lecture hall before the mock trial. The rest of the campus was empty. Ergo, the only probable suspects were the 3 trial participants.
I know. Thank you for stating the obvious. I also know that you, Hugh O'Connor, were one of the participants.
Mr. Confidence sure goes all out when he's telling the truth. Oh, wait, we already saw this one.
Yes. So we're made it through.
Okay,
Everything's pressed.
okay, so. Maybe. So Juniper. Wait, I thought this was all the night before. Because I thought the murder happened the day before the mock trial happened. Because the mock trial I thought happened in like the morning-ish.
Yes, it happened in the morning, but the body had to have moved that morning rather than when the crime happened.
Okay. But I
Because
thought
no one
that
saw it there first thing in the morning.
I thought that the mat moving happened the day before. Like she was putting, like their assertion was that she was putting the mat into place for the next day. Does that make, am I making sense?
Yes.
But is that not what they're saying?
I don't think so.
Okay, so they're saying that this happened all that day.
Yes.
That the body was found, not the day of the murder.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I just had to make sure I was clear on what everybody was saying.
Yeah, I got a little bit sidetracked too. Everything pressed, even the pants. You have no idea how many pants we press in a single day.
I don't want to talk about it. Oh, except for I do want to talk about please clean your clothes. If you're gonna get them tailored,
Please.
please clean your clothes. I don't want to smell your BO underneath my iron.
Save the life of a seamstress. Clean your clothes before you send them to someone to work on.
And it was the worst because I had to unhem them, and as soon as I unhemmed the pants because they were previously hemmed, just dirt
Yep. That happens all the time too.
and gross falls out of the hem.
Yep.
And I'm like, that's great.
That's
and
awesome.
it smells musky without me putting the iron to it.
And then you put an iron to it. And then it's unholy. I don't... It feels bad to just talk about it.
Alright, okay, so Juniper dragging the large map from behind the stage. Striking her vantage point.
Right. He said that he was meditating. I remember now.
Yeah, he did say he was meditating before. But he says, I was watching from a vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area. Maybe in my court record, I have...
Like a map?
Yeah. Wait. That's the lecture hall diagram, but I don't want that.
The photos? You
Um,
can see.
But this isn't the maintenance area.
No, but it's the stage. He was saying between the stage and the maintenance area. Is the other one zoomed out? No, it's zoomed in.
But that proves that this dick was here.
Well, the night before he was.
Yes. But, anyway. No, I was wondering... I thought we had, like, a diagram of the school layout.
No, I don't think we ever got that.
Because he was meditating by the archery club area. Is that anywhere near?
It's over by the maintenance area.
I was going to say, is that anywhere near the maintenance
Because he
area?
did show it to us once. It just never went in our court record. So yeah, it was over by the maintenance area. I do
I was
believe.
watching her from a vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area.
So he's saying she was in the stage area and dragging the mat towards the maintenance area, and that he was at a vantage point watching her between the stage and the maintenance area.
Yes. Which I would assume would be the art room.
The art room can't... Well... It can see both, but not without switching windows.
But he just has a vantage point.
Well, that's assuming that he can see both spots from where he was. At least that's what he's claiming. But also, that's not what he said either. Or when you pressed him, he said it showed where he was standing. That's where you'll get your thing. If you press him again really quick and look, it'll show you.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so...
That's him. And then the J is Juniper.
But that's nowhere near the archery.
The archery is like on over here somewhere.
Yeah.
But we don't actually have him. I don't even remember if we got him to say that on the record anyway.
True.
So for the time being, as far as the evidence that we have, this is where you apparently... And maybe he was walking to it or something as his reasoning.
Oh, this is that... Isn't this supposed to be that metal fence? Is this the back of the stage and this is the metal fence?
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Okay.
I suppose. You're right.
Okay.
So...
The issue is where he was standing when he says he saw Jimmy. Okay. Yeah, I know you had your glasses on. We established.
Well, I don't know. Did you have your glasses on if you missed like a big metal wall?
Yeah. I don't give a shit about her being a bull.
Bam, bam.
Is that Jim was simply putting away the mat? In that case, where would she be taking it? To the storage house over in the maintenance area. So, yeah, we're in agreement that she was heading towards the maintenance area.
Or at least that's what they're asserting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there were even drag marks on the ground,
Yeah.
but they were like going around.
Yeah.
They weren't.
Well, they were against the metal fence. Like, they were on the ground behind
Yeah.
the stage, and then there was a drag mark against the metal fence.
Yeah. Unless you got X-ray glasses on.
Oh, well, he's standing in front of the fence, so he would have seen her.
No, he wouldn't. The fence would be between them.
No, the fence was behind him.
No.
The fence in the picture was behind him.
No, it wasn't.
Hold on. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. She's heading towards me. It was this statement, right? This shows the...
Yes.
The evidence against you is complete and comprehensive. You are guilty and you go to jail.
See, that's the fence.
That's a different. The fence that we in the pictures is up against the wall. There was no way to go through from the stage to the maintenance area from the pictures.
See, but this is what I meant when I said the fence. Like this thing right here.
Oh, that's not the same fence I was thinking about.
Oh, that's the fence I was thinking about. I was like, is this supposed to be the metal fence? That's why I was confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck fence is that? Is that like the school gate?
I don't know. That's why I'm confused.
Well, it's got like.
This is the outdoor stage, right?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, and I might be wrong, and maybe that's why I'm getting discombobulated. But my brain is like, okay, this is backstage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to the right here would have been where Gavin's statue is, and to the left would be where Phoenix's statue is, which would mean make this, I would think, the metal fence.
Oh, no, because the art room's up here, so the storage shed's over here. So...
We're sitting here waving arms around.
Right. But that means that the front of the stage is the bit that's facing us the most. So Phoenix would be here, and Gavin would be here, and the witness stand, we were facing it from over here when we were investigating.
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. I think. The metal fence was on Phoenix's side, wasn't it?
Yeah, so it would be on this side.
Right.
But it was up to the wall, like all the way up to the building. There was
maybe
no
I'm
path.
just thinking there was more
Well,
area of space between.
I mean, the photos, it didn't look like there was any path.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
We just gotta prove. So basically, the evidence that I'm looking for is proof that Hugh wasn't standing there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me go to my court.
Kurt Rickard.
Yes, the issue here is where Hugh says he was. Yeah, you have your glasses on. Fucking douche.
So maybe he really did see something, but he was in the art room, but he's lying about it. Or something.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, see? There's no path.
Bing, bing, bing.
So Hugh's saying that he's like over where this fucking this like pulley is.
Well, it would have been there
basically.
the next day. But yeah.
Either way, if he was over there, there's no way he could have been
I
over
was
there.
about to say, the fence would have been in the way, I would assume.
Yeah. He wouldn't have been able, especially if there was a fence and a pulley crane thingy still sitting there. All that construction shit. He wouldn't have been able to even see the stage at all.
So I was watching her from a vantage point between the stage and the maintenance area. So present.
Why you always lying?
This?
Why you always lying,
I
Hugh?
think that's our best option.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you saw the back of the stage between the stage and the maintenance area? So, let's take a look at this photo taken by Miss Scuttlebutt, shall we? That we almost actually didn't get because she almost deleted all of her photos. But never mind that! This photo shows the students setting up the stage the day before the mock trial. Look at Robin. Cutie. You see the big construction screen to the right of the stage in the background here? And the giant crane? I really just wanna like, I just wanna drive the crane, that's all I'm saying. Oh yes, in fact there's a bunch of those next to my house until a few days ago too. It was so noisy behind there, but I couldn't take a peek. Oh, how it piqued my interest. No one cares, Your Honor. I mean, exactly. You can't see past the screens, so that's the purpose. Now let's see. How exactly is that screen positioned again? Ah, since it was to the right of the stage, it should be right here.
Ah, it should be.
She's making it look a little taller than it is in real life. The witness claims to have seen our client behind the stage backdrop. Oh my, but the screen would have been completely in the way. That's right. Therefore, the witness couldn't have possibly seen our client from this point. Could have seen us from the art room. Order! Mr. O'Connor, what have you been lying to the court, young man?
The screen. Right. Must have slipped my mind.
What? Are you telling me you, Mr. Genius, forgot something as literally big as that?
There are two kinds of memory lapses. The normal kind you mouth breathers have.
Rude.
And the genius level lapses of memory that people like me have.
Why don't you just admit that it was a normal everyday brain fart already? Like everybody has them. Will the witness now please restate what he remembers minus the lapse of memory?
That's easy. I was on the other side of the screen. In other words, I witnessed Juniper from the stage side of the screen.
Huh. You're testifying that our client was behind the stage. But need I remind this court the back of the stage is not visible from the front? To actually see our client behind the stage from the stage side of the screen,
You'd have to be there.
witness himself would also have to be in the same area behind the stage. But in that case, our client would have definitely seen Mr. O'Connor.
Nice one, Athena. Keep it up.
Yeah. Oh. Look at
Alright,
Tucker.
golden boy. This is not your chance. Telling the truth will be kind of like a weight lifted from your chest.
The truth? What truth?
The fact that golden boy here was where he initially stated. That is to say, he was between the maintenance area and the stage.
But then the screen would have blocked his view of...
On the ground, yes, his view would have been blocked indeed. But consider how smoke always wants to rise up high. Athena, look at the photo again. Do you think...
Something on the other side of the screen. Something high enough to see the stage? Beep, 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 beep. No way! This crane right here? Are you kidding me? But I don't remember seeing a crane there on the day of the mock trial.
Me neither, but it's probably safe to assume it was moved before you found the body. That's far enough. Prosecutor Blackwell, remember, you promised.
Taka.
I recall making no such promise. It was you who came blubbering to me about keep quiet in exchange for information.
What's all this about a promise? Is this about whatever Blackwell's using against him?
What's it got to do with going into the crane?
Is he like me and just really wants to drive the crane?
Golden Boy did not go into the crane for fun.
Oh, I would've.
He was working part-time as a crane operator within school grounds.
What? You mean to tell me a high school student was operating a crane? Don't you need a license for that?
The witness, I mean, I object to the prosecutor's last statement. There's no proof I operated that crane.
Actually, there just might be something that proves you did.
What?
If this whole part-time job thing is true, I doubt it would be limited to a single day. You were probably working at the same site the previous day, too.
Is this what you were thinking of, Athena?
Yeah, that does look like you, doesn't it? That's a good look for you, Hugh. As the court can see, this photo captured the crane's operator. And if you look carefully, he bears a definite resemblance to Mr. O'Connor.
Are you serious? This is ridiculous.
Huh? Hey, Hoodie.
Oh, very interesting. Let's ascertain whether this is as ridiculous as the witness maintains.
The defense agrees with the prosecution, for once. Let's bring the facts to light.
Well, that's all very well and good, but just how do you propose to do that?
The person in this photo has one really distinguishing feature.
Glasses.
I'm not 100% sure, but it's at least worth a try. We can clearly identify the person in this photo as the witness by examining
His fingerprints, his neck,
his pussy and his crack.
his hobby.
I don't... Is he wearing a thing on his neck?
That's what I...
Because he's got his school uniform. Maybe we gotta ask him to undress in the courtroom.
Oh, snap.
Ooh, that's kind of... The figure in this photo is wearing a very unique object around his neck.
Ooh. Why, yes, you can see it right there. But then are you saying you mean to?
Mr. O'Connor's neck is almost entirely concealed by his tall collar. But that's exactly why I believe this warrants further examination. Please take off your clothes.
No, not a chance. That would be a blatant violation of my privacy.
Oh, come on, just a little bit.
You are a disgrace among a man. Now start unbuttoning that collar before I hack it off.
Whoa, whoa, settle down, Blackwell. Yeah, what's the big deal? Well, let's see your neck.
Guess I have no choice.
Nani? Oh, it's cute. It's cute.
Oh, my.
So, where'd you buy that neckband, if I might ask?
I didn't buy it. It's a handmade, and there's only one like it in the world.
Well, it sure looks like the neckband in the photo. Should we have the photo analyzed?
You're one irritating lady. Fine. I admit it. I work a part-time construction job. It has nothing to do with our school. Operating heavy equipment's no big deal for a guy who can parallel park one-handed.
You know, we have cars that automatically do that now.
But I never expected one of my jobs would take me to my own school.
But when you factor in all the required tests and apprenticeship period, wouldn't you have to have be at least 20 to have a license for operating a crane?
That's what I wanted to know.
About that, you see, I am a genius, so you know.
Oh, hi, son. Thanks for the host.
Let us dispense with this incrane charade, Golden Boy. Inane charade. Incrane.
In crane, get it? Because cranes.
Prosecutor Blackwell, don't! High school seniors are 19 at most. Thus, they failed to complete the requirements. But that does not apply to you. Does it, Mr. O'Connor?
Why doesn't it apply? He's a senior, so he's around that age, right? Close enough.
Nope.
Hey, Jolter, thanks for the host.
Actually, Golden Boy here is 25.
What?
He took a 7-year break from school.
Wait. Come again?
Take a gander at that official school enrollment documentation. 'Tis all right there.
I actually forgot about this entirely.
He's an old fart. 25? You mean he's older than me?
A 25-year-old high school student.
Can't you not do that?
I think there's nothing necessarily against it.
You would have to go to, like, a community college and get your GED or something, right? You wouldn't be able to enroll in a regular high school at 25.
I don't know.
Can you? Does anybody know?
I don't see why not necessarily.
I don't know. I felt like it reminds me of that gif of the old guy. Like, how do you do, fellow kids? Like, I feel like I've heard before that you can't, at a certain age, you can't enroll again, and you have to, like, just go get your GED somewhere.
I think that's ageist.
Well,
I
yeah,
should
but
be
then you
able to
factor
vote.
in, like, when people get into, like, dating situations, and it gets weird.
A 25-year-old should know better than date a high school student.
Yeah, but you put them in that environment. I'm not saying that's an excuse at all, because that's still not right, but I'm just saying you're
I'm just saying.
opening up that door.
I don't think it's wrong for a 25-year-old to want to finish high school.
I don't think it's wrong for them to want to finish high school. I just think there's a certain age where they're not allowed to be in a public high school anymore. They have to finish high school in other ways. I think it's 21. I think you might be right.
Well, if that is true, then I think they should lift that, and people who want to finish high school should be able to go to high school like normal high school students.
People who are robbed of their normal high school experience should be able to run to school with toasts in their mouth at whatever age they want.
Exactly. I don't care if you 89.
Sid, that's community college, though.
I don't care if you 89 and you want to go to high school. You want that high school diploma, you do you, boo-boo. Just, don't be a creeper.
All right.
As long as they ain't creepers, it's fine.
I mean, I'm not I'm with you. That's what community college is for.
You can't get into community college without a high school diploma or a GED. What if you don't want to get your GED? You want your high school diploma?
I guess that's fair.
There are two kinds of 7-year breaks. The ordinary kind you mouth breathers take, and the genius kind people like me take.
But a genius would quickly become a chore for a 7-year break.
I think you have that backwards, Athena.
Oh, yeah, whoops.
Even geniuses make mistakes. I just happened to make mine only 7 years in a row.
It's okay. Everybody does that when they first get into college. You just did it early. Only Hugh could get away with using only like that.
Enough of this jibber jabber. Suffice to say, the witness was up in the crane when he saw the accused dragging the mat. The accused readied All she needed to move the body immediately prior to doing so.
Oh, so this is the night before then. Maybe. No. Because she's dragging it back. Now I'm confused.
That much is clear.
God damn it, Ace Attorney!
I see no need to deliberate the matter further. Hugh's an old fuck. Ha!
Considering that the body was moved in the same manner as the script, I find Prosecutor Blackwell's claim to be quite persuasive. Does the defendant care to dissuade me?
As long as a mat was used to move the body, Junie's gonna be under suspicion.
Athena, I just thought of something else. Because I'm a genius. Unlike 25-year-old fuck that over there.
I mean,
I'm the genius. Juniper will love me.
She will. You are better for her.
Yes. Was he doing the crane right? Wait.
Was Hey, that's a valid kink, and some people
No,
are into
no,
it.
I'm not shaming it. I'm just saying that I don't think that it's Hugh's kink.
Oh, okay.
And I think maybe you'll want to rephrase your sentence because you could be accusing him of having a kink that he doesn't have. And that's not fair either.
That's true.
But there's nothing wrong with being interested in machinery. Let me put it that way.
No, it's actually sometimes can be really sweet.
It can be very sweet and legitimate and intimate, and I don't judge. If you want to get it on with a roller coaster,
Just be safe. Don't hurt
safe.
yourself.
don't hurt yourself, don't hurt the roller coaster.
Well, I mean, all right. No. Sorry, I'm not. You know, I still need to see that documentary about the lady that like fell in love with the. It was a lady, wasn't it? That fell in love with a roller coaster or something.
Well, it was a
It was some kind of theme park ride.
yeah, it was a theme park ride.
Like fell in love with it and lost it, and then got it back after a number of years.
Yes.
It's like a love story.
It
but
was.
with
It was
a lady
very
in a theme
sweet.
park ride.
It was a very sweet romantic love story.
Do you remember what it was called?
The documentary? No.
Yeah.
But I know that it had that woman in it, and it also had a dude that loved cars. in it.
That was in love with his car. Like
was in love
didn't
with
just like to bang cars. I mean, he did, but like he was in love with his car.
He was in love with his car. There was a dude who just liked to bang cars.
There are lots of dudes that just like to bang cars, and that one was not new to me.
But this dude was in love with his car. Though, that's the documentary that also ended with the phrase, "Did you masturbate on my car?" Did you jack off on my car?
well,
That's the great end to a documentary, isn't it? What was Hugh doing in the crane right before the mock trial? He couldn't have been on the job at the time. I mean, he was waiting the trial to start.
yeah, why was he in the crane? Wait, you don't think?
He was in the art room.
Your Honor!
Yes, Miss Sykes?
I've got it! I've got an amazing idea that will turn the prosecution's claim on its head. A little conjecture has never stopped us before.
Spoken like a true disciple of Phoenix Wright.
Interesting.
Mr. O'Connor, you were using the crane to...
Well, I'm trying to find what this fucking documentary is called.
The body was just like it was in the script, so it must have been moved like in the script too. At least that's what the prosecution believes. How simplistic. Even foolish.
Those are pretty strong words, Athena. You sure about this?
Hey, look, he called me a whole bunch of stuff, so I get to put in my cheap shots. The witness is a licensed crane operator, so he could have just used it to move the body.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Athena, your hand is huge in that screenshot.
It's the finger of justice.
Well, Golden Boy, care to chime in? I intend to say no more on the matter. Save that this does not bode well for you.
Wait, he's on my side this time? Or is this another trap?
Both. Watch this.
Hey, Benzo.
I can use a bow and arrow one-handed.
Look what I can do. Look what I can do. Wow, that's a crazy level of dexterity.
I can even drive a crane with one hand. That's easy. But operating the crane itself is so complex it requires both hands. Now I would have the court look at this.
Oh. Oh.
Oh. Please tell me that's ketchup stain.
You wish. My hand was injured and required surgery.
You did that to yourself.
That's the reason I kept my hand in my pocket all this time. I have already verified this with Hospital of Treatment. Quite a nasty wound, they say.
So, how did you hurt it?
I see no need to discuss that. It has no relevance to this case. 2 hands are required to operate the complex machinery, such as a crane. Ergo, on the day of the mock trial, the witness was incapable of moving the body by crane. Then he was incapable of using the crane in general!
Yeah, he definitely used it the night before, so... Anyway, I can find tons of articles about this woman and this roller coaster, but I cannot find the name of the documentary that you're talking about.
I planned on moving the crane the night before the mock trial, but I got injured. Wanting to keep my part-time job a secret, I had to do it just before the mock trial started instead.
And here I thought this was the big break we were waiting for.
Now the defense's sophistry is laid bare. Did I say that right? Sophistry?
I thought of it as sophistry, but that's
Sophistry?
because sophisticated. I put it.
Anyway, is laid bare. I would have the court recall my claim.
The body was dropped out of a 3rd floor window into a mat near the maintenance area. And then a bolt cart was used to move it to the stage. See, I've been paying attention.
Good job, Judge.
He was a good judge.
Well done, your botanist. Now consider this. The accused was sighted dragging that mat. Ergo, it was she who moved the body.
Is Blackwell the first prosecutor to call the judge continuously something really insulting instead of Your Honor?
Don't know. Well, I think you were on the right track, Athena.
You do?
Yeah, Juniper remains the prime suspect if we assume the body was moved per her script. So, as a defense, you have to figure out how else the body could have been moved.
But... Oh, is he telling me to think of another way besides the crane?
Miss Ikes, if you have a counter-argument, this court would love to hear it. And
If you do not, it's time for the verdict. Isn't that correct, your baldness?
I just want to give Taka scritchies.
Look at
He
Taka.
looks like he loves them so much. No, not yet! All I have to do is show that the body wasn't moved like it was in the script, right?
well, it would show that the mat had nothing to do with the case.
There's a sword of great renown that cuts down sophistic lawyers.
Sophistic.
Sophistic lawyers.
Blackwell, come on, man.
Its name is evidence.
Just use like regular English.
I was gonna move the crane, but then I got
I was gonna move the crane, but then I got high. You don't scare me! Force a smile, Athena. You can do it!
Yeah. What's wrong with your face, Athena? Weird mixture of terror and a creepy grin.
Ha 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 ha
Focus
ha!
on the body, how the body could have been moved without it being dropped.
How can anyone lower it without just dropping it? It's not like it could fly. Or maybe it could. After all, there is a way to zip between the art room and the stage.
Pulley system.
Oh, I was thinking it grew wings and actually flew. Like a bird. Someone could have easily used that thing.
Oh, yes, of course. Miss X, the court would like to see what you have for us.
All I have to do is show the tiniest shred of a possibility. The mat and ball cart weren't used to move the body, and this is what was used. Oh, yeah, it's in there. I see it.
In this photo?
Yeah, there it is. You see it? Next to the statue.
Aha, you're right.
I could be wrong, but I think that's the only thing we have right now.
Placenta.
By using this just right. Nope, I was wrong. Damn it. We got the right idea. The flag? With the Jell-O stain on it? It's definitely Jell-O.
It's definitely Jell-O.
Or paint. Probably.
Yeah.
If it's Jell-O, someone's in serious trouble for eating in the art room. Someone's been sneaking food out of the cafeteria again.
So this or the incinerator?
Maybe that one, because it was still hanging.
Okay,
But if not that one, then the other one. We've got health, it's fine. Yes! The key here is the thing that ties the art room and the stage together.
Might I propose an idea? It might do well for you to tie your lips together, lest you further expose your ignorance.
Do you have to slam your desk and laugh at me like that?
I do. It's part of dramatic effect.
This isn't exactly the time for black comedy, Prosecutor Blackwell. Anyway, the court will recall the wire on which the school banner was hung. That wire was strung between the art room and the stage,
Yeah.
which allowed students to run or reel in the school banner from the art room. You know, the scene of the crime. The body could have easily been lowered down to the stage via this wire.
Also, there's blood on the banner. I mean Jell-O. I mean paint.
We didn't have it analyzed.
blood.
It could be anything, really.
Spare me your armchair theories. This wasn't some kind of high wire act.
Oh, wasn't it?
The body surely would have fallen. Yet there are no signs of blunt force trauma.
Your mom has blunt force trauma. Oh, you surprised me, Prosecutor Blackwell. You didn't actually think I failed to account to that.
I'm sure that's exactly what he thought.
Thanks, Apollo. Anyway, when we investigated the stage yesterday, the bottom part of the school banner had been tied into a pouch-like shape. And pouches are useful for carrying things. What do you think this one could have carried?
Well, go on, please explain. Was it Jell-O?
The body was bundled into this pouch-like section of the banner and sent down the wire. Whee! The body would have been down on the stage in a flash, and there'd be no need for a mat. The whole courtroom is just like, what?
Well, I've heard the Freddy is carrying the banner, but the banner doing the carrying? I don't think so.
I have no patience for you and your cheap parlor tricks.
I am no conjurer of cheap tricks.
Your claim is as shaky as a corpse performing that absurd high-wire act.
Sorry. If you have an actual objection, then just come out and say it.
I trust you recall the bloodstains left on the art room pottery.
Anyone could have left those.
If the wire had been used to move the body, it would have been via the window above the quad, the one with the winch. However, the blood-stained pottery was next to the window above the maintenance area.
So the killer got a little artistic.
Ergo, the wire and the banner had not at all to do with this case.
Oh, the blood-stained pottery, I remember that.
How come it couldn't have just like... Have you ever seen somebody get stabbed? Sometimes if you stab an artery just right, blood goes...
Yeah, there's a whole division in fucking
Forensics.
forensics for that.
Yeah. for blood stain.
it's called blood splatter.
Patterns, yeah. Anyway, this doesn't look good. We'll be back to the mat theory if you don't do something.
Well, Miss Lakes, I hope you have something better this time than a circus act.
If my wire theory is true, then the blood on the pottery must not have been the victim's blood?
It still really could just be paint.
Maybe it's not the victim's blood. Did the police check to see from whom the blood on the pottery came from? Or if it was blood at all and not jello?
Whoa, that's a word. Shame on you, Sykes. Don't know. Have you a little more respect for the
Constabulary. I know the word constable.
Fulbright.
Oh man, I'm already in the doghouse.
Looks like they didn't check it.
Oh, but don't let it get you down, Prosecutor Blackquill. Everyone makes mistakes.
Spare me your cheek. We will know not either way till the tests are in. Or run.
True, but in the meantime, I'm going to press my claim as far as I can.
Your baldness. I demanded that blood on the pottery be analyzed this instant. I can talk.
You have a lot of
Probably.
experience with it. Sounds like any skeletons in your closet.
I really like to watch forensic files.
I don't have any skeletons in my closet. Do you have any skeletons in your closet?
Well, I am a skeleton.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
Sometimes I go in my own closet.
Your closet's not as big as mine.
No, but I've been in your closet too.
Yeah, I don't remember any skeleton. There is a skull in my closet, but I don't think it's a real human skull. I'm pretty
No.
sure it's just plastic.
Yeah. But I've been in your closet.
There are wig heads in there.
I'm a skeleton in your closet.
You are a skeleton.
And anytime you're in your closet, there's a skeleton in your closet.
Yeah.
Because we're all skeleton under our skin.
Yeah.
Sorry if I scared anybody. I know the stream is PG.
Of course, it shouldn't take long to get the results back. Oh my, that was quick.
Talk is awesome. We're history if it turns out to be the victim's blood.
Please, 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 please let it be someone else's.
It seems the blood was not from the victim.
What?
Furthermore, a comparison with other parties involved with this case reveals that the blood belongs to one Hugh O'Connor. Yeah, I figured.
Score!
Sorry. Internally, Athena's psyched.
Oh.
Don't worry, Junie, just try to relax.
That's why he needed the surgery, because he got injured. Hugh's hands. His hands were dripping with blood.
Your Honor, as we saw earlier, the witness's left hand had suffered a serious injury. He sustained the wound in a struggle with the victim, and his blood got on the pottery. Maybe. His blood got on the pottery.
His blood got on the pottery.
That we can't deny. Then Junie saw his blood-stained hands as they passed each other in the first floor hall.
It wasn't her blood. It was his blood. His own blood.
Yeah. It's the only explanation that covers everything.
There is but one way to turn aside her blade. But do not cast the blame on me. Your grudge with Sykes don't know, for it is she who forces me to expose your secret. Fine, whatever. You already told everybody that I'm an old fuck.
Wow, how much dirt does he have on Hugh?
The court will observe this odd-looking envelope. It was inside that Miriam Scuttlebutt script was found.
Miss Scuttlebutt's... But didn't the prosecution already claim that this envelope is the one that contained her script?
Circumstances have changed. You see, Golden Boy had hidden this from us.
Let's see here. My word! Talk about the world's most painful paper cut.
What the fuck?
Indeed, you can clearly see that this envelope is not open correctly. A powerful spring-loaded blade will shoot forth, leaving a horrible gash upon the hand. The only one who had been told of the correct way to open it was Constance Cortez.
Yeah, but if she had...
That's a little extreme.
If she had known there was a blade in there, maybe she wouldn't have, like... Maybe she would have... Scuttlebutt should be suspended. She cute, but, like, that's extreme.
Wait. This isn't... Is this Scuttlebutt's?
Apparently.
I thought that this was supposed to be Juniper's.
Was it? I thought we just learned that this was Scuttlebutt's. Oh shit, Daniel, what up? That's perjury. Yo, everybody on this entire case has committed perjury.
Yes.
Literally everybody that has testified in this case has committed perjury. But I don't know.
Daniel.
That's whatever you're talking about for you. But I don't know, maybe,
You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out.
Oh, maybe it was then.
Read it without my permission and you'll wish you hadn't.
Damn, girl!
Yikes, Miriam wasn't kidding when she said that. She should be suspended. And see a psychiatrist.
The blood on the blade is the witnesses. Our genius here tried to sneak a peek at the wrong script and paid for it in his foolishness.
Ouch! This guy's the worst genius I've ever seen.
Don't worry, Athena. The wound isn't that deep. We've still got the wire theory.
Yeah, I've got it. Since the blood by the window overlooking the maintenance area isn't the victim's, there's no longer any basis for denying that the body was moved using the wire and banner. Therefore, the defense once again asserts just that. Captain Brannigan. Zep Brannigan.
You call yourself a lawyer? Huh. Don't you see the glaring contradiction in your thinking?
No? Huh?
The court would like to remind the witness that his role is not to point out.
And you, how can you adhere to such outdated beliefs? But whatever. It seems you've forgotten the two statues that were on stage directly below the wire. A body sent sliding down that wire would have crashed into them. Care to explain that away? Well, the things were smashed.
Right, but they're talking about the, it would have caused blunt force trauma to the body if she had just smashed into the statues.
I believe he's right. The statues and the wires are extremely close together.
So the body would have collided with the statues. Huh. What if they did collide? Wait, that's it! Speaking of those statues, we still don't know how they were broken. But if we assume the body crashed into them, that would also explain the loud sound we heard while we were in the waiting room.
Oh, now that you mention it. You and Mr. Wright went out to the stage after you heard the sound, correct?
Interesting. How very interesting. But may I ask just one question? When was it that you heard said sound?
It was a little after the mock trial had started. I was pouting in the hallway because I wasn't allowed to go. Mr. Wright and I were practically bored to death and bored to tears there in the waiting room when... That's right.
Precisely. If that sound you heard did happen while the body was being moved. That would place it during the mock trial.
Which means the body wouldn't have been there before the mock trial started. Wow, Hugh, that was a nice burp.
You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. And I burped. It made me burp.
He said he saw the body before the mock trial. If so,
Well, he's lied about a lot of shit.
my claim about that the body was moved during the mock trial doesn't hold water. He could have been lying, but also he was at the mock trial. Stupid contradiction! It's gonna get me in our case killed!
The focus was on just 3 suspects because the body was moved before the mock trial. That has been the major premise thus far. Your assertion, therefore, contradicts the very foundation of this case.
Both sides still lacked evidence.
That word.
So should we not also treat Golden Boy's testimony with some level of suspicion?
Look at you helping me out a little.
Good point.
Hey Zarko, what's up, my dude? Prosecutor Blackwell's on our side.
I bet he's figured out the truth behind this case. Oh wait, no, that was you.
No, it was good.
Sorry.
I bet that's true. He might have.
Well, great, as long as he's not up to something else.
If the statues really were broken when the body hit them, then Hugh's statement about seeing the body before the mock trial is a big fat lie. Okay, Mr. O'Connor. Let's get to the bottom of this contradiction about when you saw the body. Look me straight in the eyes and repeat your statement to me.
Look, like I said before, before the mock trial, the body was, you know... I shall only say this once, Golden Boy. You'd best tell the truth and do it now. That is, if your head wishes to enjoy the continued companionship of your body.
Wow.
Now, out with it. Did you truly witness the body?
Or were you just lying about it? Well, which is it?
Or he speaks the truth because if he did move the body, he could see it before the trial before any point. Well, if he moved it.
You what?
I
never saw the body.
Are you sure about that? Lie to this court again and I'll charge you with perjury. I should have done that a long time ago, but this time I'm really gonna do it.
There was no body on that stage. I've been lying about it this whole time. I'm sorry.
Perjury is a serious offense, you know.
Only in criminal court.
This is criminal court.
Oh yeah.
We exposed Hugh's big lie for what it is. But why would he lie about this to begin with? Because perjury is a lesser offense than murder.
Order in the court! The base premise that the body was moved before the mock trial has been overturned. I imagine this has an impact on both the defense and the prosecution's case.
Well, first, I'd like to thank the prosecutor. This brings us one step closer to the truth. Now at least we know the body was moved using the wire and school banner.
Indeed. That much I shall concede, Sykes Dono. The body was moved as you stated, and in the midst of the mock trial.
So both sides are satisfied then?
If the body was moved before the mock trial, we have our 3 suspects. But if the move took place in the midst of the mock trial, it's an entirely different story.
Right. All 3 suspects were in the mock trial. That gives them solid alibis.
How simplistic. Did you forget about the student in charge of the audio?
Oh.
It's the mock trial. She was the one soul who could leave and re-enter the lecture hall.
What's this? Who's this person in charge of the audio?
Well, oh no! How can I forget? It was Junie. Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Junie so large in this shot? Juniper was also in charge of the audio. When she wasn't in the trial, she was also in the audio control room dealing with the music.
Indeed. The one who could enter the art room amidst the mock trial to move the body was none other than the accused Juniper Woods, for she was in charge of the audio.
No! Other people could have been about.
Yeah.
Me and Mr. Wright weren't there. Wait, that doesn't mean me and Mr. Wright were the ones that moved the body. Yo, Sicey, what's up?
Why, yes, I see. That does make perfect sense.
This can't be happening. Instead of exposing Hugh's crime, Junie's in even deeper. No matter how you slice it, we're cooked. And here I thought Prosecutor Blackwell was on our side, at least on this issue.
The Twisted Samurai strikes again.
Twisted? It's more like dirty rotten.
Hey, he's going for the truth too. Just, you know,
Is he? I don't know.
your baldness. If it's time to put an end to it's time to put an end to this farce.
Well, the prosecution has presented quite a convincing case, but the defense has one last chance to voice any remaining objections. Well, Miss Sykes?
Apollo, what are we gonna do? I've got nothing left. Nothing. Nada. Niente.
I've been trying to think of something, but I'm drawing a big blank too.
Oh, poor Junie. Unless we figure something, she'll be... Objection! Objection! Well, I object to...
God. Stop right there. All ears on me. It's time you heard about the rare genius of Hugh O'Connor.
Is it rare? That's all you've said this whole time that we've ever known you.
Oh no, honey!
Oh my god! Oh shit! Oh, this is wrong. This is wrong on so many levels.
Don't bite your bow like that, dude. It looks
Listen
like...
and you'll hear the secret behind my perfect crime.
Wait, Sid, put something between your teeth. Perfect crime? Bite my arm, Sid.
No.
I know, my arm probably doesn't taste very good.
No, I just couldn't bite you.
Why not? Maybe I'll like it. This is some serious deja vu. Didn't we just go through something like this yesterday?
Yes. Yes, we did. This had better not be another one of his enraging traps. The murder, the moving of the body, the cover-up. It all sprung from my brilliant mind. Well, go ahead, arrest me. The real killer is right before you.
What do I say? Mr. O'Connor, you already confessed yesterday, and then earlier today recanted your confession.
As if you mouth breeders could comprehend my genius. The end justifies the means. Now, bow down and kneel. No for a great man.
Oh my god, this kid is cracked. We've been good, Sicey.
Enough. The only thing maddening is the ignoramity of you bear for all to see. That was a really weird sentence.
All of Blackwell's sentences are weird because he's a fucking weeb.
Or it is impossible for you to have been the perpetrator behind this crime. There's no perfect crime, only a perfect alibi. For you were at the mock trial. And it is silly that I would remind you of this, but you were a participant the entire time.
That was my body double. I have a twin, an evil twin. No wait, I'm the evil twin.
There shall be no mercy if you persist in hindering this trial with your silly little act.
Hugh doesn't seem the least bit shaken by Blackwell's threat.
Listen, Mr. Prosecutor, calling a perfect alibi is beyond contempt. Your Honor, I'd like to take this opportunity to offer further testimony. I will now demonstrate the very moment of genius that transcended even perfection. I'm gonna lie through my teeth.
And then we're gonna have to prove you wrong, thus proving our client even more guilty. Cool.
You won't believe this.
I have a twin! I have a twin! It's an episode of Days of Our Lives!
But I have a twin! That wasn't the real me in the mock trial, it was my twin. He's the good guy. I'm the evil one. That means I didn't almost lose. My body double almost did. I slipped out stealthily while my double took care of the trial. I had the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent.
So who was your double?
My twin!
What's his name?
Lou.
Lou O'Connor? Your
Yes.
parents named you Hugh and Lou. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents were really bad at naming names.
I have a question I was hoping the defense and prosecution might help answer. Is it just me? Or does the witness's testimony make no sense at all?
No, it's not just you, Your Honor. All I got from listening to that was a headache.
Yeah, that was just plain weird. Especially the whole thing about a body double
Actually,
and a twin.
you do that in theater sometimes, though. It is a thing.
Yeah,
Just
in theater.
in theater.
I'm relieved it's not just me in the prosecution.
Your baldness is not an ambulance this instance. The witness is stark, raving mad.
Wow.
Yes, I think that would be for the best. Now then, let's pretend that never happened and move on to my verdict.
You people don't believe me?
It's not a matter of not believing you. It's more along the lines of questioning your sanity.
Yeah, the funny farm just called. They want their genius back. Hey, that's rude.
That is a little rude, Apollo.
Also, what is sanity, really?
Yeah, I mean, we all just kind of act according to what we think is supposed to be normal, I guess.
Shut your pie holes! The intellect of a genius transcends even logic! Besides, don't you guys have that weird device for testimony like this?
Widget's not a weird device, and I don't waste him on ridiculous testimonies.
Easy there, Tiger. Think of it this way. We don't want a verdict to be passed just yet. So how about we give Widget a try?
Well, this is against my better judgment, but I'd like to conduct a short therapy session. I
He's
guess.
obviously insane.
Your better judgment. I'm a judge, and this is far beyond mine. Yet I find it hard to say no. Prosecutor Blackwell, I trust you have no objections. Prosecutor Blackwell?
He's checked out. He's taking a nap. The prosecutor said Rubbish will be out on a stroll, then left with Detective Fulbright.
He left with Fulbright.
They're fucking!
It couldn't wait till the trial was over for the day.
Well, he was just like looking at his watch and like, this is gonna take too long.
They're in the men's bathroom right now.
And I just need a quickie. He's real pissed off right now. He's like, obviously,
I
this is
never
just a
thought
waste of
about this
time.
shit before, but you're just it's everywhere now, and I can't not see it. Oh my lord!
I told you.
Hi Quattro, what's up?
The ship is real.
I'm dying. I just realized that our controller is freaking out again. You gotta tell me when these things happen.
Oh, I didn't notice.
It's fucking moving again. There we go. Fixed it.
Which one is the top? Fulbright.
Fulbright's the top.
Fulbright. Fulbright.
100% Fulbright.
Fulbright.
I'm just saying, I'm still very firmly against spoilerinos because of Sid not playing this game ever before.
No.
But we say Fulbright's the top. I believe it. I 100% believe it.
Fulbright is definitely the top.
Because he's going to be the detective in every case till the end. He's the gumshoe, so playing the game all the way through. Fulbright's definitely the top.
I'm just saying. Fucking Blackwell is obviously a bottom. He's a power bottom.
He's a power bottom.
He's such a power bottom.
It's never been so clear to me. I never thought about this ship when I played this game for the first time, like 5 years ago. Wait, 14, 15, yeah, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I was so blind.
Yeah.
And now it's everywhere, and I cannot unsee it.
Yes.
Thank you, Sid.
Anyway,
Anyhow, he left with Detective Fulbright. I'm sure that's not suspicious in the least.
it's not suspicious. We all know they fucking.
They definitely. How does he get away with stuff like that?
Well, I mean, he's fucking bored. To be fair, this is kind of kangaroo court at this point.
You fuck man.
I wish I could just leave and get a quickie.
Oh my god, look at Taka!
Taka's like, I don't know what to do.
He's like, I don't.
What a good burb.
He's like, my buddy, my
Taka's a good burb.
my daddy isn't here, so I'm just gonna sit here on your head and itch my ear.
Yeah, I'll interpret that as meaning that he has no explicit objections. Alright, Miss Sykes, you may now proceed with your, therapy session.
I've seen my share of crazy trials, but this one just takes the cake.
All right, look.
It's kangaroo court!
But remember that time that we cross-examined a parrot?
Apollo wasn't there.
That's true.
Apollo didn't see that one.
All right, that's true. Yes, I've forbade Sid from looking up pictures. Wow, he is overflowing with joy? That's a nice mask.
But it's like disrupted joy.
Or like a sly joy, maybe? I'm the run of the campus. In short, I'm the killer. Juniper's innocent. Aw, that picture though.
That's a sweet picture.
I don't get it. His confession is overflowing with happiness?
Maybe he enjoys thinking about us mouth breathers can't comprehend his genius?
But this goes way beyond normal happiness.
It's called manic.
He seems to take an insane level of delight in his confession.
Again, manic.
Yeah, he's manic as fuck right now.
Even a normal level of delight would be weird for a confession. Well, no, not necessarily. Then again, he is not what I'd call normal.
I mean,
What is normal?
Apollo,
Fucking
you're not normal.
Apollo, you making some real assertions lately, and I'm just not happy with it, and I'm a little disappointed
He's
with you.
young. He needs to grow.
You need to grow. You need some
I
learning.
want to grow.
Somebody needs to learn you something. Go to Juniper. She'll teach you.
Yeah.
Hugh, why are you confessing? Who was this really for? I feel like that's the key to this out-of-control emotion.
He's confessing for Juniper.
So, okay.
So
This kinda I get. And I get the whole, like, I'm the killer thing because of Juniper.
wait. So is there a specific line we're supposed to probe on?
Maybe. We should save, because this is tricky.
Yeah.
We've lost a little life fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah, once we get through this game, you can look at Fulbright Blackwell fan art and stuff to your heart's content.
Oh yes.
But I forbid you from looking it up until the game's over.
Gotcha.
Because we're gonna get to some Blackwell stuff. It's gonna happen. But, like, wait.
Oh no, is Blackwell gonna be... Not Blackwell. Fulbright gonna be a bad guy?
No, it's because Blackwell and Athena obviously both have baggage. This whole game is... We've already seen some stuff. We just haven't seen everything yet.
Okay.
Remember the samurai sword?
Samurai sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And her, like, bloody cutscene.
Oh, yeah.
And you were like, oh shit, what did Prosecutor Blackwell do? Is he a bad guy? And I was like, we're gonna get to it.
Oh.
She got badge. We're gonna get to it.
No, I bet they're
And,
friends.
I bet Fulbright's gonna be the detective through the whole game. So like, we're just gonna. I just need you to not get spoilers for the whole shit with all that.
But no,
Don't get to that.
Before I do this, let me just say it here and now, so that when we finally do get to it, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but if I'm right, I'm right.
Okay.
But I put my statement out there.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's gonna be kind of like a Godot situation, where it's like, well, not a Godot situation, I guess more like a Phoenix situation, where it's like, he didn't actually do anything, but he got pinned for the murder, so he's like, but I'm pretty sure whatever the murder did had some relation to Athena, because obviously their backstories kind of intertwine.
We'll see.
So the murder that he was prosecuted for, or the murder that he was put on trial for,
And jail. In
jail for, had something to do with Athena, and I think that...
I can confirm that because it's already been kind of established in cutscene.
Yeah. So it had something to do with Athena. I'm not sure what side she was on or whatever, but it had something to do with Athena, and I think that Black Quill was framed.
We'll see.
Yes, but
When
that's
we
my
get there.
that's my assumption. He was framed somehow.
Because we're gonna get to that. So I don't want you to look up anything to do with Blackwell because I don't want you to get spoilers.
No.
But when the game's over, you can look up all the shipping with Blackwell you want to.
Oh yeah, and I will.
Fulbright or otherwise, I don't care.
I will.
Well, Godot was a very complicated prosecutor situation, and we got to him at the last trial in the last case in Trials and Tribs, so I understand where Sid draws the conclusion.
Well, I was about to say I didn't really mean Godot, because in my head I was like, well, Godot actually did commit the murder.
Yeah, he did.
He actually did do the thing.
But he
was trying to defend someone. I don't think Prosecutor Blackwell actually committed the murder. I think that he's being framed the way Phoenix was.
Well, we'll see. Like I said, obviously something's happening and we're gonna get to it.
Right,
So-
like I said, this was just me putting my thought process out there.
Yes.
So that later on, when we get to it, we'll be able to see if I was right or not.
Yeah. So, I plead the fifth. Or something.
I forbid you to look on hentai boundaries. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna look at the ship. I'm not.
It won't be that much. It won't
I'm
be
just gonna write fan fiction in my head.
Yes, do that. Draw your own fan art and write your own fan fiction.
I'll do that.
For now.
For
and
now.
then when we're done with the game, then the gates will open and you can just, because apparently it's pretty popular, I guess. So you can just look
I mean,
at all
it's
of it.
pretty obvious in my opinion.
It's obvious to me now. I don't know why I didn't see it before.
I slipped out stealthily while maybe this?
I don't know. You saved, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Probe to your heart's content. I don't care. I don't know what it is, so, you know. Oh.
Okay, never mind.
What's causing happiness is what they want.
Juniper. Being innocent.
Yeah, that makes it easier, I guess.
Now I
Yes?
see where you're going.
Cool. I was like, I'm not sure if that was, we were supposed to find something contradictory to your overflow of emotion or what.
Yeah.
Mr. O'Connor, yesterday you said you didn't really care about Miss Woods anymore.
I already told Juniper, so I might as well tell you. I don't really care about her anymore.
What? Why?
Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna say it. This ship is, like, him wanting to confess to her is a little more creepy now. So I hope that the confession thing was just scuttlebutt fucking making shit up. Because at this point, I'm thinking that she's like 17 and he's 25.
We'll see. We'll see where it goes. I'm not I don't remember, so I don't know yet.
That's a little creepy.
Hey, Steve! It's Steve!
It's not the worst. It's not the most creepy. It could be creepier.
Yeah.
But it's a little on the creepy side.
A little, but we don't know yet.
Yeah.
Maybe it's fine.
Yeah, well, Juniper reported my secret to Professor Corte.
Yeah, that was kind of his secret. Oh, the bribe.
Right, the 120 grand.
Yeah, where? Oh, never mind.
Also, you broke as fuck. And you're not at home with mommy and daddy anymore, so I'm sure they're not footing your bill, so...
Maybe, while he was on his 7-year break, he got in with, like...
He's working a part-time job as a construction worker.
But maybe he got in with the mafia for that loan, you know what I'm saying? They come in, they try to collect on payment, like the Yakuza, or whatever. They come and collect payments or whatever, and he's like, oh no, and so he has to have a part-time job, or something. I don't know, man. I'm just making up shit. I miss Yakuza, man.
She wanted nothing to do with me because I disappointed her. That's why I don't care about her anymore. I was never trying to protect her. My confession was always about one thing and one thing only. The truth?
The truth.
The truth.
Mr. O'Connor, you feel great happiness in the fact that you might help set Miss Woods free. So much so that it overshadowed all of your other emotions. You were the one who wanted this therapy session, not me.
What are you...
I can hear it clearly now, Mr. O'Connor. The discord you've been trying to suppress. People don't normally feel like you do when you confessed.
So, Hugh really was trying to protect Juniper.
Yeah, I guess so. Hugh's feelings for her are, I guess, the real deal. I think she's 18. But that means his confession is...
A lie. I told you. I told y'all it was means.
Figure out the obvious, have we? Question mark guy?
Figured.
Prosecutor Blackwell, you're back.
Yeah, I told you it was just a quickie.
Huh.
The confession was naught but lies, save for the part about being in the Mark trial. I just noticed that when he smacks his hand down, Taka goes bonk.
I know, I love it.
His eyes
I
get
love all of
wide.
his animations with Taka. Taka reacts to what he's doing, and it's great.
That's so cute! Anyway, can we all agree now that the killer is the one in charge of the audio, i.e. the accused?
Why couldn't you have taken a longer stroll? Come on, man. Haven't you ever heard of foreplay?
No, you haven't unraveled the genius of my body double trick yet. You can't be serious. Do you really expect us to believe you had a body double? Yes! Yes, I do! But if you think I didn't, then prove it. Either we quit here and Juniper is found guilty, or we play along with Hugh's delusion.
Let's go with the least worst choice. But first, let me update his testimony. So now he's not overrun. So now we can do this like normal.
Okay, so happiness and shock.
That wasn't the real me. Okay. There's nothing there. He feels absolutely nothing. Okay. That was stealthily my body double at the run of the campus. Yay! Good for me.
Sadness.
Okay. That's a little weird.
Oh,
Still
really?
sadness.
Still a little sad. Maybe...
That might be weird. Mr. O'Connor, nope. Maybe the other sadness. Maybe we got the wrong sad.
Got the wrong sad.
Wow! This motherfucker right here. Maybe? Nope.
Nope.
Shit!
Gosh darn
Well, then what? Is it the happiness of being the killer? Or is it something earlier? Is it the first one? Where he was like shocked? Maybe?
Or maybe... Is it this one?
I don't
Because
think-
there's none?
Yeah, that is weird, but I don't think you can choose nothing. Let's try it. Nope. I'm gonna go with the happiness, that being the killer then.
Okay. Why you so happy? I mean,
I'm so happy.
I mean, honestly, in my mind, somebody who has the gall to kill someone, they're probably happy that they did it. But this is Phoenix, right? So
Man, I don't know. I'm the killer. Yay! I'm so happy for you.
especially if it's not like
Nope.
a crime of passion, because this is definitely a crime that was, you know,
I'm very confused.
this is definitely first degree murder, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe the fact that he's super happy?
But we already
Nope.
determined that one.
Yeah. I'm just hitting buttons.
Yeah, at least we're not getting penalized for this because I don't
Okay.
know. I would think it would be. I don't know. Can you choose no emotion? Because that's what I would want to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to do that. Maybe try clicking one of the, like, the happy emotion while it's blank. Ah! Thanks, Daniel. I wasn't sure. I didn't almost lose, you say. Very odd. You exhibited happiness the entire time, except during this statement.
You don't know when to give up. Wait, now that I think about it.
No, don't! Stop! Making stuff up! Stop it!
When I left the lecture hall. It was during Professor Means' pre-trial speech. That's when I moved the body. And then I slipped back in just before the verdict.
So you were saying you were there the moment your double was about to lose?
Yes, I was. Naturally. I wasn't happy when I saw that. In any case, I was at the far end of the lecture hall behind the screen. I figured no one would see me if I came and went through the doors there.
Daniel.
Sykes, Dono, how much longer do you wish to indulge him in this charade? While it's true that none of the audience might see him go through either of those doors, the faculty seats on the balconies are a different story and have a splendid view.
Were you there? I didn't think so.
I thought you could do better than that. The lawyer's bench is to the right side when facing the front of the hall. I used a door to the right side near the lawyer's bench. That means my movements were only visible to someone in the left balcony seat. But that seat was empty at the time, which is only natural, because bitch is dead. After all, it belonged to Professor Corte, and as we know, she was already dead by then.
Yep. That can't be right. An empty balcony seat on the left side contradicts this piece of evidence. Oh. 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 Mm-hmm. Oh, Sightsee, I'm sorry, my dude. Fucking Comcast. I have no idea where this contradiction is gonna go. But I don't have any other moves at this point. I guess I'll just have to follow it and see where it takes me. You said the left balcony seat was empty. But was it really?
I saw it with my own eyes. It was definitely empty.
But what about this diagram? According to this, Professor Means was supposed to be seated in the left balcony seat.
That's fine.
What? But if you left the lecture hall during his pre-trial speech, he would have been standing there at his seat addressing the students and faculty.
No, that can't be right. You do no one any favor by exposing the falsities in his confession.
Yeah, I do. Finding the truth.
I've told plenty of lies so far, but this part is true, I tell you. There was nobody in the left balcony seat. You gotta believe me.
Huh. It doesn't seem like he's lying this time. Weird. Okay, Mr. O'Connor. Let's have you testify again, but this time don't spare any details.
You got it. I'll repeat it as many times as you'd like. I mean, my ingenious escape act warrants repeating, considering I'm the real killer.
Sure, whatever floats your boat, man. All I really care about is whether that seat was empty or not.
You cannot get ye flask!
The directions are north, south, and Dennis.
Well, no. I was like, that seems like the logical answer to that, but I guess it's not what they want.
It is the look. Go faster. Go faster.
Try it again.
Try it again!
Yeah, nothing's worse than the moment when you realize the music is still going and you're like, damn it, I fucking got bodied.
Well, these are the only...
Well, yeah.
Well, I can understand angry. Right?
Yeah.
So should it be surprised?
Maybe? We're just gonna try. Nope.
Nope.
It's not penalizing us, so, you know,
Whatever.
we'll figure it out.
Just press all the things.
Yeah, it's surprising that Professor Means isn't there. But I guess it could also be anger, but it also could be that later in his testimony they update, there's something else is different now, maybe.
Okay. Went through the back door without anyone noticing.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. That's different. This is different. Let's go look at everything else, though.
Into the hallway.
That's the end.
I love this image of him.
I know.
I don't know why. He just looks so happy. So, why are you so sad?
Why you sad, though? I detected powerful sadness and fear right after you said this part. It's as if you said something you shouldn't have.
What's wrong wrong with you? You shouldn't reveal a person's inner feelings for all to see.
Look, if I were your therapist, we would be signing like a patient like non-disclosure, like I wouldn't be able to reveal shit. But we in a court of law, and we're doing a therapy session right here on the record. So, also it's you. You know, you are the one revealing your inner emotions for everyone to see. Plus, I have a good idea about why you're feeling sad.
You're a horrible person. Can't you just leave me be?
No, I'm a lawyer. You said you went through the empty audio control room, but that's not true, is it? There was someone who returned from there once Professor Means finished his speech. And that someone who was in the audio control room was...
Juniper.
Most like.
This is 100% what a therapist would do.
They're not supposed to tell anyone else about what you talk about. Unless you're talking about hurting somebody. Or yourself. I know you realized there was a problem with your statement as you were saying it. That's why you felt so uneasy. If the audio control room really was empty, that would mean Miss Woods was roaming around the campus.
Ugh.
Mr. O'Connor, if you really want to protect Miss Woods, just tell me the truth. If you believe in her, revealing the truth is the same as protecting her. Duh!
Juniper's innocent. That's the truth.
I believe you!
But in this dark age of the law, the truth can be easily twisted to serve anyone's needs. When the ends justify the means, your only choice is to fight back with lies.
That's perjury! Hugh's heart won't hold out under this battle between truth and lies. Is there something I can do to make him recant his false testimony?
I fear nothing now that I have lost everything. Go ahead, Prosecutor Blackwell. Cut me down if you wish. I thought you'd never ask. With you gone, we may swiftly proceed to a verdict.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
He broke free again.
Yay!
Somebody, like, maybe actually get him some shackles, like, good ones that you didn't get from the dollar store. Please.
It's the Spencer's handcuffs that Prosecutor Blackwell put on him.
I don't want to be the poor accountant down at the detention center. Hugh O'Connor, in deference to your valor, I will limit your suffering with one clean blow.
Job. Could you wait just one moment before you cut him down, please?
Do not come between a samurai and something.
I never learned about this in law school!
Careful. Careful?
Careful, prosecutor.
Careful, prosecutor?
Remember that shocking experience you had last time?
He's like, I'll never forget. It was so hot.
Very well. Golden Boy may live. For now.
Enough already, Mr. O'Connor. Miss Woods would never want you to protect her this way. She values the friendship between the three of you more than anything.
That's where you're wrong. She doesn't feel anything for me now. Huh. But what does it matter anymore? I might as well tell you everything. This is no doubt news to you. But I am not and never was a genius.
Sorry, but I already knew.
Me too.
And don't forget me. No, in all fairness, it was pretty obvious.
I thought he was a genius at first, but...
Don't rub it in, just shut up and listen. All started several days ago. I accidentally learned that my parents have been paying good money for my grades.
But that's bribery.
So the bribery wasn't Hugh's idea?
All of my perfect scores were the product of cold hard cash, not genius. Even worse, when I confronted my parents over the phone. Juniper Juniper overheard me.
Aww.
Oh my, what a terrible misunderstanding.
I've been living a lie. I don't know what else there is to say.
Dude, go into construction. It's
No
fine.
Genius, I'm completely worthless.
It's not worthless. People gotta build shit. I was terrible in school.
A perfect 0.
Man, I feel for this guy a little bit. That just kind of hit me
I still think you an asshole.
on a personal level. Except I never tried to act smarmy or like I was smarter than I am, because I know I'm not smart. Hugh!
Even so, I still wanted to make it up to Juniper for disappointing her like that. That's why I wanted to clear her name by pinning the blame on me. I mean, she probably hates me now, so it'd be a relief for her to see me locked away. If you were trying to help her, then why did you testify against her? You were the ones who told me the truth yesterday! So I thought if I did, it would help her.
He wasn't trying to provoke us?
It looks like we seriously misunderstood him, in more ways than one.
At the detention center yesterday, Junie was in tears when she opened up to me. But the truth is, the friendship between the three of them is rock solid. If there was something that could help me prove that to Hugh...
We even have proof of our friendship.
Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around! I know, what about the proof of friendship they mentioned? Huh. I wonder where or what it is.
I'm a little dense. Isn't that cute?
That is cute.
Maybe it's... No, that's definitely it. That band around his neck. Mr. O'Connor, the band around your neck. That's your proof of friendship, isn't it?
What now? Is that anything like a proof of purchase barcode? I don't have any friends.
In court, evidence is everything. That's why the three friends created friendship bands. Isn't it cute? It's the evidence that proves their friendship. It's adorable.
Oh,
But
very interesting and chic.
If they have doubts about their friendship, they can look to the proof they have on hand. That's why Mr. O'Connor's hand always goes to his neck when he's pressured. It proves he still has feelings of friendship toward the other two.
it doesn't matter if I wear it, if those two...
But they feel the same way too. I know they wear their friendship bands somewhere. Junie and Robin both feel the same way as Hugh. I just know it. Everything Hugh has said leads me to believe that. In fact, he may have just also told me the others wear their proof of friendship. Oh, I know. They must wear them in places that are difficult to see.
Really. And where that might be.
Like in their underwear or something.
How about on the belly button or on the soles of their feet? That would be really hard to see.
How could they wear their friendship bands there?
Oh, right.
Wait a second. No, I'm sorry. Were they easy to touch?
Maybe?
Because he touches his neck, I guess?
All we have to do is think back to their testimonies. Ready? Miss Newman holds her arm when pressured. And Miss Woods holds her wrist. I know Miss Woods very well. She would never abandon her friendship with you over something like this. And taking the blame for her will only succeed in making her terribly sad.
Ugh.
Stay hydrated, fam. Drink some water right now. Cutscene! Oh.
Robin, those bands of friendship that you made, just for the three of us. You may have forgotten about them, but not me.
It's ceramic? How did they clasp?
Hey, Hugh!
Robin is cute.
Robin is my favorite.
And to think, I should have known better than to doubt my best friends.
Oh, see, I don't care, Hugh. I just don't care.
I feel a little bad for him because he's so bad at everything and he's like old and still in high school. And I'm like, man, that's a mood. Because I was real bad at everything when I was in school. And I was like, I understand that insecurity a little bit. So I feel a little bad for you. But not bad enough, you know. I don't like you still. I just don't hate you.
Yeah, no, I don't really see why Robin and Juniper still, like, hang out with you.
Because they know. They already probably knew that he wasn't a genius and that he was old.
Yeah, no, I know that they probably knew, but he prances around like he's a fucking jackass.
It's to make up for his insecurity. He probably doesn't act that way around them, like, when they hang out.
But the fact that he acts that way in public is just kind of like, why you putting on a front? Why you faking? Why you lying?
He's insecure about being stupid.
I don't know.
I'm insecure about being stupid sometimes. Especially when I was still young.
I don't know. I have really big issue with people who lie.
I mean, I do too. Not saying that his lies are inexcusable.
I didn't move the body. I didn't even see it. And I may look like I'm speed reading Zen and the Art of Mastering the Bar Exam, but I haven't read a single word.
Huh? Well, you could have fooled me. In fact, you did.
Hugh. You're 25. It's time to grow up.
Yeah. I'm not impressed, dude. Can I place my trust in you, Miss Sykes? Yes, you can, because Athena is smart and awesome.
I'm going to save Junie, so yes, you can place your trust in me.
Then am I to understand the witness is recanting his confession?
Yeah. Because I'm embarrassing and kind of pathetic.
Oh.
Most roundabout trial. I much prefer the turnabout variety myself.
I see. I see what you did there.
Now we're back to the fact that there was but one suspect who lacked an alibi. Which is, in the end, the truth you've been seeking this entire time. So we're back to square one? Now I'm exhausted and depressed.
It probably doesn't matter at this point, but I might as well update the mood matrix.
Notice anything?
Huh? Does this mean...
Further resistance is futile. The time for a verdict is not.
Nope. Please wait.
What sort of devilry are you up to now?
What if our client wasn't the only one without an alibi? The trial would continue, right?
Well, yes, I suppose it would. But after such a thorough investigation, does such a person really exist?
Yes. We found someone. It may have seemed like a major roundabout, but Mr. O'Connor's testimony has cracked this case. There's no more noise. Hugh is telling the truth now. During the mock trial, the balcony seat opposite him was really empty, which now means there's one person unaccounted for.
Bye-bye.
I'll give Hugh this. Now that I know he's stupid, he's cuter.
You did always love the stupid ones.
That's why you love me so much.
No, you're not stupid. You're smarter than me.
I'm not.
You are.
The balcony seat was empty. That much is true, isn't it, Mr. O'Connor?
That's right. How many more times do I have to say it? I was really pissed off about the fact that you didn't believe me.
Yeah. Sorry about that. So basically, Professor Means wasn't where he was supposed to be during the mock trial.
Need I remind you, every last soul in the lecture hall heard him deliver his speech.
I know. That's not in dispute here. Now let me explain how a speech could be given from an empty seat. It was...
Wait, what?
How would a speech be given from an empty seat?
Pre-recorded?
What if speech was pre-recorded? That's the only way the speech could have been delivered from an empty balcony seat. Did nobody think about this at all? Nobody was looking for Professor Means during the speech?
That's what I'm confused about. I'm like, I thought there would be like a spotlight on him and everything.
No.
Wait. Are you accusing Professor Means? I have since the beginning, bitch! That's insane!
It's like he's directly talking to you now, Sid.
I mean, he's the one who gave me the tape recorder. Take this to the police, he said, and tell them you found it.
What? Really? Wait a second! Mr. O'Connor, did you just say that Professor Means gave you that phony recording?
Phony? Well, the defense will refrain from hurling unsubstained allegations.
Well, I said he gave it to me, but what do you mean it's phony?
Wow, who could have seen this development? The voice shouting, "You're Goner," as recorded on this tape, was dubbed onto it using a line our client said in the mock trial video.
Why, this is an extremely crucial piece of evidence that
Yes.
should have been presented to me before we started today, to be honest.
It's totally fake, by the way. BT dubs. To be fair, we only just got the results in
Like now. That's
when
true.
right when the trial started.
That's-
So we would have told you beforehand. Maybe.
If we did normal court proceedings, which is where you like do something without the jury in the room first, and then you bring the jury in once you've presented all the evidence, whatever. Professor Means gave Hugh the phony tape. If that's really true, then Professor Means has guilt written all over him.
Told you.
Your Honor, the defense moves to call Professor Aristotle Means to the stand.
I hate that you share a name with Aristotle. The seat was never empty. 'Twas but an oversight by our dullard of a witness. Hey, you're a dullard. An inmate who was formerly a surgeon once told me something. He said it's often too easy to overlook critical symptoms.
Or he was just bad at being a surgeon.
Maybe that's why he's in jail.
We're not going to overlook this oversight. If the speech was pre-recorded, the basis for suspecting our client would be shattered. Let's check with Professor Means and see whether the empty seat was a witness oversight. A verdict without first looking into that would be inconceivable.
That's enough, both of you. Now, here's my opinion on the matter. The judge is putting on his big boy pants today. While the surgeon overlooking critical symptoms is a problem, a witness's oversight, too, must not be overlooked.
Good job, Judge.
Thus, as to the matter of whether Professor Means was or was not in his faculty seat, I believe we must ask the professor himself.
But he could lie easily. Can't we look at the tape recording of the fucking...
I don't know if you can see the bench from the tape.
I don't know either, but...
I think you can see the stage, but you can't see the faculty seats.
Well, the faculty seats were in the balcony, too.
I don't know if you could see them from the recording.
I don't know either. Maybe not. But he's still gonna lie.
Well, it's our job to pick apart the lie.
That's true.
I agree. Professor Means should be here in the gallery today. Sorry. The defense needs a cup of coffee.
Or, you know, just to go to bed, because it's almost our bedtime.
Yeah, well, I spoke as though coffee would do anything to me, literally.
Yeah. Do as you please.
Bye, Hugh. I hope your hand heals up okay. Stop lying to people.
Yeah.
Live a good life as an honest man. You don't need school.
Oh. Actually, okay, Hugh is getting a little cuter now that I think about it. Because he's stupid, he just opened up the thing. And that's why he got...
That's why he fucked up his hand.
Because he's
'Cause
stupid.
He's stupid. And he didn't even realize that it wasn't even the script that he wanted to read in the first place. He just wanted to read Juniper's script.
Because he's stupid. No.
Would you please state your
I'm
name
still
and
mad at
position?
him, though.
It's okay to be mad at him.
And I think that he's not a very good person.
Oh.
But he's cute. And
I
he could grow. He could grow from this.
want to grow.
Do you just identify with you that much?
Well, my, 19 to 20-year-old self identifies with you a lot. That, and I'll just jump at any chance to pull out a Fesh Pints of Blair reference.
True.
Oh shit, a means to an end, to the end of the case. Damn, that was a good one, Benzo.
Also,
Oh.
you're nothing like you. You're
All right.
wonderful.
I mean, I'm not now. I'm 28, and I'm in a career path, and I'm over the whole, I didn't do school thing. That was younger Kemi's problem. Older Kemi doesn't give a shit that she did. School's whatever, I don't care, man.
I know, but
It's
you
not
also
relevant
are-
to me now.
I've never known you to be a liar.
Let's just say that your opinion of me when I was younger may be slightly tarnished by our daily interactions and the person that I am right now.
Well, okay, how about in the past 7 years, I have not known you to be a liar.
Because, I definitely told lies when I was younger,
Yeah, well, that's when you're
out of high
younger.
school, and I was, insecure, and I felt
Yeah,
like
but
I
not when you were 25.
No, when I was 25, I wasn't. I was past that.
Exactly. This motherfucker, well, not this motherfucker, but that motherfucker over there is 25 and should know better.
Yeah.
Stop telling y'all lies, Hugh. You get one more chance to be a better person.
Alright. That's fair.
Yes.
Just stay in construction, man. Build up a career being a handyman, if you're good at it. So, yeah, this Means guy. I teach the lawyer course at the Themis Legal Academy. And let me add that while I welcome any opportunity to assist with the trial, I don't care for this undue suspicion. Hey man, I wasn't the one who wasn't sitting in his seat.
Don't worry, Professor. We're just interested in the mock trial video right now. We just need to take another look at that speech you gave. Can we count on your cooperation in this?
Very well, if that's all you're interested in, please proceed, Miss Sykes.
We need to find some sort of evidence that shows this speech was pre-recorded.
All right, I believe we're ready. Let's roll the video.
You can't see it from here, damn it.
Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today. The mock trial, the crown jewel event at the school festival, will begin shortly. When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come.
Oh no. I had forgotten how long and boring his speech was.
Huh. Wake me up once it's over.
Hey, no fair.
The experiences of our youth have a powerful and profound effect on our adult. Ah, you there, wake up, pay attention.
Huh? Huh? I'm awake! Isn't that right, Your Honor?
Huh? Oh, what? I'm awake too. Why am I awake, see?
Blackwell, I love you again. He taking a nap. He's like, I had a good fuck, and now I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah. He's like in the after sex glow where you just
Yeah.
need to take a nap.
Yep.
Once again, our pure white Lady Justice will be watching over all of you today.
But she's golden.
Pay attention and you may make a difference one day. Now let the mock trial begin. That is about it. One of my better speeches, if I do say so myself. I even saw some of our students with tears in their eyes.
He's not familiar with the phrase bored to tears. Or they're just yawning.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Listen, Sykes Jono, if you have to subject me to this epic study in tandem without purpose, Taka will feast on your tongue after I've cut it out.
Wow.
Can I, But you were asleep the whole time!
Well, Miss Sykes, did you notice anything strange about the speech?
Could I please hear that last part again? Sorry, I know nobody wants to hear this, but it's, you know,
The whole thing about the pure white Lady Justice thing.
I don't... There! Finally found what we needed. Somehow. It was real hard, but I did it. Professor Beans, I have only one question about your speech. Why does the last part we heard just now contradict with this? The professor said the pure white Lady Justice would be watching over them. But the Lady Justice in the video isn't even close to being white. She's like bronze, gold. It's as gold can be, I guess. I couldn't tell from the video.
Not sure I can wrap my jaw around to test its authenticity.
I didn't say it was made of gold, Your Honor. It's true that this statue is pure white. But it broke before the mock trial began. The one you see here is a replacement.
Oh, well, that's a shame on every count.
Ironically, this golden statue sticks out like a sore thumb compared to the white one. Meaning the professor wouldn't have made a mistake in its color if he'd been present. That's a pretty big, fuck up, if I do say so.
It seems I've caused some confusion, but it was merely an oversight on my part.
The statue was in the middle of the room. How could you not know what it looked like?
Well, I was in a balcony seat. Furthermore, the statue had previously been white. I'm afraid this isn't sufficient evidence to the speech being pre-recorded.
We had our answer long ago. The accused was the only one to leave the lecture hall.
No, wait! Please. There's got to be something that can prove the speech was pre-recorded.
According to the mock trial video, the speech started here and ended here. It was a little over 10 minutes. I doubt anyone wants to be tortured again.
It was only a little over 10 minutes? Felt like it went on forever. How'd you figure out how long it was?
Easy. There's a time step in the top right.
Oh, yeah.
All you have to do is subtract the time the speech started from and the speech ended.
Oh, math.
The speech goes from the 10-minute mark to 20:35.
Wait a second.
Oh wait, sorry.
No, you're right, though. I could swear I've seen the same interval of time listed among the evidence. Maybe there's a way for me to use the speech time to show it was pre-recorded.
minutes and 35 seconds.
Oh, yeah? Sure enough. I would like the court to take a look at this.
And this is...
The voice print analysis that proves the voice on the tape recorder belongs to our client.
Yes, but didn't we just establish the voice on the tape recorder was a fabrication?
We did, but what I'd like to focus on is the noise that's also there.
Noise.
Yes, the defendant believes it resulted when the tape's previous recording was erased.
And what do you hope to prove by that?
The length of the noise is what's important. It's 10 minutes and 35 seconds in all. What did the timestamp read the moment Professor Means began his speech?
That would be exactly 10 minutes.
Now let's fast forward this long-winded exercise into boredom to the end. Okay, stop. The video timestamp now reads 2035. So which one of you guys passed math? Based on this, we know the time it took for the speech alone. I'm sassing, but it's Apollo that actually...
Did the math.
Yeah. Anyways.
Subtract 10 minutes and you get 10:35. Oh. 10 minutes and 35 seconds. Huh.
Right, 10 minutes and 35 seconds. The same as the noise on the tape recording. If he were smart and knew anything about audio, he could have just inserted dead air if he really wanted to. If he knew how, but he didn't. That's his folly. And I assume you all understand what this means. I've never murdered anybody. Don't take that as a confession. Professor Means' pre-recorded speech had been where the noise is now. Definitely. 100%. Hey, Zordon.
You seem rather confident considering this is a mere happenstance match of numbers.
But is it really just numbers?
The lab is continuing the study of the tape. So far, they found signs of overdubbing. But it's going to take a bit longer to recover the audio that was erased.
The police are analyzing the noises we speak. It won't be long until we know what was originally there.
You shitting yourself yet, Means?
Now I'm sure of it. The professor was trying to create an alibi with the recording. By pinning the crime on Junie. Hello? We got a weird pop-up. Anyway. He's not gonna get away with it. Not on my watch.
Miss Sykes. I believe you are well aware of my mythology. Even if Juniper were the perpetrator, I would vigorously defend her as per my word. and to that purpose I offered to be her lawyer. Alas, look what's happened.
All I've stated were obvious deductions derived from evidence and testimony.
Truth be told, I had no intention of testifying. I had been keeping quiet for Juniper's sake. But now that you cast this blame upon me, I have no choice but to reveal the truth.
Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good.
I will now reveal the truth behind why I had to pre-record my speech before the mock trial. I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means.
That's a dumb catchphrase.
It is very dumb.
Hey, Len!
And
The defendant came to me with what she said was very important, and by necessity secret. She asked me to pre-record my speech, and to come to the audio room during the mock trial. Juniper confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court. She also said I'd become an accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording. But then I said I would protect Juniper. I meant it because it's the humane thing to do. I'm not the monster here, you are.
Oh my, so you're saying the defendant threatened you? You were cowed by a little girl who's a quarter of your age.
oh, whoops, that was me.
It doesn't show up on the capture. I don't know why it keeps popping up. That's new.
This has to be a lie. I mean, everything about it lines up too perfectly to be true.
Yeah, no, I agree.
On this most consequential of occasions, let me be completely frank with you. Juniper has truly taken to heart my teaching that states the end justifies the means.
But she's not your...
I don't believe you.
When she asked me to defend her, she said I must also prove her two friends innocent.
But your friends, the witnesses. The girl and the old guy.
Correct. Hugh O'Connor and Robin Newman. I was to ensure that all three walked free. All three were to achieve their dream. That was the result Juniper was seeking. And she was even willing to threaten me, her own professor, to that end. I taught her too well.
Huh. You no doubt had high praise for her ruthless tactics.
Yes, well, that is why I vowed to vigorously defend her despite her threatening me. There was a time when lawyers merely sought the truth if they wished for victory in court. But alas, those days are over. Now in the defense of justice, order, and all that is good, the end justifies the means.
I am so sick of hearing that phrase.
Me too, girl.
Though it truly grieves me so, I must tell you this. Forsake the truth if it's victory you seek. Steel yourself in this new courtroom reality.
That does it! He's gonna regret dragging those dismal, depressing ideas in here. Since he's already surrendered to the dark age of the law, it's up to me to fight it.
Why so silent, Sykes Dono? Something the matter.
This is a court of law. It's no place for long-winded talks about idealistic principles. That's why I'm going to let the evidence do the talking, if you don't mind.
Let's not get carried away now, Miss Sykes. It will not do to have you attempting to discredit my doctrine. Do not force me to rectify this situation.
Go ahead and rectify it. Only if I lose and you win, that is. Bitch, I dare rectify these nuts. Aw, Len, we're doing good. I hope that you are doing well. Hello?
Hello?
Did we lose control? No, there it is.
I can't move the cursor, though.
That's weird. Let me see.
Can you still not move it?
It registers when I click, but it doesn't register me moving the cursor.
How bizarre. Try now. Alright, well I guess we're using the mouse for the rest of the night. Fuck it. Do not avert your eyes. Hi, Jeremy. Yeah, it's Mozgus, my dudes.
Press.
I doubt our client would have come to you with something like that. You have a point there. If only Professor Corte had been alive, I suspect Juniper would have gone to her instead. So our client came to talk to you after Professor Corte was dead?
Well, yes.
Let's go through this step by step, shall we? First, Juniper came to me that day, and then... Are you suggesting it was our client who told you to fake an alibi? You have every reason to be surprised. I too was shocked when she told me that. Simply put, Juniper has a secret that she wished to protect that badly. Is he kidding me? That lie couldn't be further from the truth. The problem is, how am I going to expose it? It was an earnest request from an outstanding student. How could I possibly have refused? By saying no.
Yeah.
Did you consider that a threat? Yes. But it's now you to whom she has passed her demands on to. Miss Sykes, you must realize that you too are being used by Juniper. What? Your Honor, I ask you too. Do not let her feigned weakness and innocence fool you. Juniper Woods is quite clever and extremely tough. And perhaps most important of all, she is a fervent follower of my teachings. Your Honor, the witness's testimony is nothing but an attack on our client's character.
Very well, objection sustained.
So be it. Nevertheless, the fact is that she threatened me is immutable. How could you overlook such a threat? As a teacher, it's your duty to discipline students. Yes, well, perhaps I do have some serious reflection to do on this matter. Bad boy. I suppose it was just wishful thinking on my part. I wanted to believe that Juniper hadn't actually committed murder, and she hadn't meant to threaten me.
Willie, please, do explain.
Long had I waited for a student who would embody my teachings.
Does the witness realize what he's saying?
Well, surely you must see the true meaning in my words. I'm merely stating true to what I teach, and my methods are but a reflection of the times.
Oh, wow. His way of thinking is really warped. But I haven't heard any inconsistencies yet.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Really?
The more he tries to avoid logical inconsistencies in his testimony, the more likely we'll see inconsistencies between his actions and words. It is a dark age in which we live, and there is much I would like to say on the matter. This ain't a lecture hall. This is a court of law. You were trying to protect our client? Yeah, right. He'll say anything to pin the blame on Junie. What a frightful look. I would ask that you not glare at me so. I have nothing but admiration for how Juniper was willing to go as far as to threaten me. This is why I'm protecting her by any means possible. She's been a model student. Liar! You're trying to blend the blame to pin the blame. damn it. How am I going to show that what he's saying isn't actually what he's really thinking?
You cannot possibly overturn my claim, so isn't it about time you admitted defeat? After all, if my unassailable logic is not true, then what is?
If he thinks I'm just gonna give in to his pack of lies, he's got another thing coming. I'm gonna find a hole in his story if it's the last thing I do.
Even though he's rotten to the core, he's a total pro. I mean, that all made perfect sense.
Yeah, but you can't believe a word he says. He's making this up as he goes along. He'll trip up on his own words yet. Time to see how consistently the professor's testimony matches up with his actual actions.
Okay.
This guy means business. No, it's okay. You can pun as long as you like, as long as Daniel's not skulking about. I have no responsibility for what Daniel might do to you for making bad puns.
She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room during the mock trial. Jennifer confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court. She also said I'd become an accomplice after losing my alibi due to the pre-recording.
I don't remember this one. Maybe we should look over the court record?
Well, I'm trying to something to wave a flag. His actions have to be different than what his testimony says.
Right.
So I'm trying to think.
Well, we might have something in the court record that depicts his... Okay, I get what you're saying, though.
Yes, just give me a second.
Getting
I'll
it
get
together.
there.
In fact, I have to pee.
Yeah.
Get your thoughts together. Well, I don't actually know what I'm talking about either.
Jennifer confessed to the murder and asked that I get her declared innocent in court. She asked me to pre-record my speech and come to the audio room during the mock trial. The defendant came to me with what she said was very important and by necessity secret. Between 6 and 8 p.m. I realize this professor means used. I'm going to play some Dead by Daylight. Have fun, Jolter! Means of given years was tossed into the incinerator and laid by Miriam. Ugh. Stained with blood. natural murder scene is the art room, where traces of blood were found on the floor. Body was dropped from the floor art room to the maintenance area below. A mat was laid out to cushion the fall. A ball carved from the storehouse was used to move the body to the stage. The archery cub rooms, good view for the quad. The body was moved to the quad to make it look like the archery club member had shot the victim. Hello! What's up? Huh! I have literally almost nothing.
I'm gonna say I don't know either. Let's think though.
So, okay, so she's saying that what we need to be pointing out is how his actions were different than what he's testifying happened, right?
Uh-huh.
So, what is it in his statements here where he's like, okay, so Juniper came to me, I met up with her during the thing to have the session or whatever, and we had a chit chat in the audio room.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what wasn't there.
Uh-huh.
So something that we are able to prove that he did with evidence has to contradict what he says he did. But I can't. There's the noise, but that's just of the recording.
But doesn't the tape incriminate her?
Oh, wait a second. Maybe you're right. I might be thinking something.
That's the only thing I can think of, is that she wanted him to defend her.
Let me just... I know this was irrelevant, but let me just remember what was said.
Uh-huh.
Daughter come to you with something like that. Cortez is dead. Okay, yeah, it's just that.
Bum, bum, bam.
She asked me to pre-record my speech. Juniper confessed to murder. Declare her innocent in court. After losing my alibi to the pre-recording. Okay, do you think it would be this one or the second
I think
statement?
it's the last one. Cause he's like, I'm a good person or something. I gotta defend her or something, or protect her. But like the tape that had his speech on it has
yeah.
her shit on it now. That's the only thing I can think of.
Okay, that's
If anything, to get it started, I guess. Yes! Okay. I was like, this is kind of a stretch. So let me get this straight. You were trying to help Miss Woods. Ha! That's nothing more than a bald-faced lie. No offense, Your Honor.
Well, he doesn't have a bald face. He just has a bald head.
Good point. So, you know, that was a compliment somehow, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you.
Such defamation of my character and your hair follicles, Your Honor. It is an outrage.
Miss Sykes will clarify her statement, but leave my hair follicles out of it this time.
Yeah, of course, Your Honor. Now, please take a look at this. The witness gave this tape to Mr. O'Connor. Then he slyly whispered, "Take this to the police and tell them you found it." There was no whispering, slyly or otherwise, involved. I simply did that out of kindness. Hi, Hidden. The tape contained our client's voice. In short, it is incredibly damaging evidence. Why would it even exist if the witness wasn't trying to pin the murder on our client? They say the road to hell is paved with good intentions, but not yours.
Oh, damn, girl, that's saucy.
You never had any good intentions. Only lies to protect yourself while blaming another. You, Professor, are the embodiment of the dark age of the law.
Oh, hell yeah, girl.
Get it, Athena, damn.
Get it, mama.
You aren't allowed to object. You're the witness.
Why, you dare call my teachings and methods lies?
Yes.
Themis Legal Academy is a proud institution. It's the most powerful in the world. You'll never forget what true education and lawyering means once I'm through with you.
Huh? Professor Means, what's with your hair?
Quiet! No talking in class!
Wow! Rude?
Eyes and ears up front here, everyone. Homeroom is now in session. We will begin with roll call. Athena Sykes.
Huh? Oh, here?
Apollo Justice.
I'm fine. I mean, here?
Apollo, were you asleep?
Fool! The proper response is here, without any extraneous information.
Ow! I mean, here.
Next, Your Honor. Well, I'm here. See, class, that's the proper way to answer. Simon Blackwell.
Fuck off.
I said Simon Blackwell. Are you here or not?
There's always one, isn't there?
Well, then I'll just mark you absent. Now get out of my class this instant.
Get out. Very well, if that's your wish. Who am I to define homeroom teacher?
Oh my god. It's like, I'll be in the bathroom smoking, if you don't mind.
That's such a good idea. Prosecutor Blackwell is free of his shackles.
It'll be alright, I'm only gonna use my hands for a certain kind of job.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit! Oh, no!
It just so happens I was a member of my high school's disciplinarian committee. You know what I mean? But is it really so shocking? Did you see what I did, Prosecutor Blackwell?
Constabulary lapdog, teacher's pet. What a melding mutt you are, Fulbright. Meet
Sorry.
me in the bathroom. 20 minutes.
Okay!
Very good, Bobby. You just earned a gold star and a promotion to the head disciplinarian. All right, class is now in session.
Why do I have the sudden urge to go to the nurse's office with a stomachache?
Pay attention. I am not the killer. Juniper is. This will be on the next test, so you had better be listening.
But Professor, you created the phony tape to pin the blame on Juniper. Plus, you were the only one who could have moved the body during the mock trial.
Now he really is like Mosgus now.
Do not avert your gaze. Athena, you disappoint me so, to think you would label me a murderer. Now pay attention. The murder occurred on the 23rd between 6 and 8 p.m. But I was already at home by that time, so how could I have been involved in this crime?
Professor Means, can you really prove that you had already gone home by that time?
Can you prove that I was still at school?
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
No, I
Yeah,
can't.
yes, I can, bitch!
We'll get to it.
Please note, P is stored in the balls. This will be on your next test. So you admit it. Well, you just earned extra credit in your honesty. But you have also earned yourself a lavatory cleaning duties until you graduate.
Ew! I do enough of that in the office! No way, man! I totally object! Robin? I can't believe I fell for the professor!
How dare you talk to your teacher like that? I'm not listening to you anymore, man! No way, no how! Now I have a confession to make. You know those 2 statues that were on stage? I didn't make them all by myself! The statues on stage? Do I want to know where this is headed? I was able to finish one of them, but the last bell rang before I had time to do the other one. So I asked Professor Means to make it for me. In other words, the professor was there on the stage after the last bell? Right! And it would have been way past 7 p.m. before he would have finished.
Professor Means was still at school. This is incredibly important testimony.
The professor told me I'll take care of it. I thought my parents would let me be an artist if I said I made both statues myself. I'm so sorry for not telling the truth!
Robin, you're so cute.
Robin.
Such a pure being.
Quick, somebody get this juvenile delinquent out of my sight. Simon, you're head honcho among the delinquents, you do something. And who's in charge of the class pet around here?
Not interested. But if you want a class in swordsmanship, I'm your man.
That's hot.
Get it? Swordsmanship?
I get it.
Like dicks.
Yeah.
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 Of course. Only real blades will do.
Get it?
No swords at school. All weapons will be confiscated.
No pets allowed in court.
Ah! Nurse! Nurse! Where's a school nurse when you need one? Nurse! Nurse!
Taka ain't hurting you. You fine.
Don't be dramatic.
Well, it seems Sykes-Dono seeks a showdown, Professor. In which case, you would do well to draw your staff. Quick as lightning.
Very well. Then I will just have to prove my innocence myself.
No pets allowed.
The real lesson begins in second period. Prepare to be served old school style.
What is that? Oh, never mind. Your testimony, please. Get on with this.
Now pay attention. Robin took over half a day to complete one statue. I, however, finished most of the other statue between 7 and 8:30 p.m. The defendant Juniper saw the 2 statues with her own eyes at 8:30 p.m. Completing a statue so quickly meant I could not leave the stage for a single second. How could I possibly have the time to go to the art room and commit murder?
So you're saying the defendant saw the finished statues?
Precisely, she said so herself at the detention center yesterday. Her defense team was there and I heard her say so too. Don't try and deny it now.
That evening, I went back to my dressing room and got something I'd forgotten there. It was well after the last bell rang. I'd say maybe around 8:30. That's when I noticed that both stage statues were finished. They were quite large, and they were each covered with a white sheet, but I could tell.
Oh, right. The professor was there when that matter came up. Before I address the professor's charges, I have a question for Robin. How hard would it be to complete a statue like that in 1.5 hours? Bless you for asking.
It would probably take me at least twice as long. So personally, I think it would be incredibly difficult to finish in that short a time.
Paper mache only dries so quickly.
Yeah. That didn't exactly help our case. But he won't get off that easy. He's bound to stumble over his own slippery means. Get it? Even I made a means joke.
This is actually a good place to call it.
Yeah,
We're at the end of the night.
we are. So let's save.
We gotta do the work thing in the morning.
Yeah.
And you know I don't like to cut it short, but
If we
I
need it.
don't know what this, I don't remember where this is going, so like, who knows?
I Told y'all asses that means did it.
You did. I'm so proud of you. But I
Just
wasn't.
did it.
I mean, it was. There were a lot of signs, but I wasn't gonna tell you.
Means is the murderer. Also, I love that he's a cracked
You
statue
the
now.
murderer. I do too. I love it. I'm like, where did crack come from? Did you just get out eyeliner and just?
Draw it.
That's a little extra.
I mean, he made himself a mohawk, so why not?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. It is kind of cool. That's a nice mohawk. Let's see who's online. Can we hang out with 2 cans of ham? Let me make sure that he's online. Yeah. Okay. So thanks guys for hanging out. We will be off tomorrow.
Yes.
Sid and I are gonna have a date. We're gonna watch Return of the King. Sid's finally gonna finish Lord of the Rings.
Yay!
I'm so excited!
I'm excited too. It's gonna be a long movie, but I'm excited. I'm
Yeah!
actually excited.
My
for
baby
all 4
hobbits.
hours.
I love Lord of the Rings. I'm so excited. So tomorrow we won't be here because we're gonna be watching Lord of the Rings and cuddling all night. Literally all night because it's like a 4-hour movie.
Yeah.
And Friday we might be a little bit late,
Oh, yes.
but we will be here.
Yes.
So we will see you then. And in the meantime, we're gonna hang out with 2 cans of ham. 2 can sham. He's playing Star Ocean. Remember that time we played Star Ocean? Well, he's
Nope.
he's still on the first disc, it looks like. So I know what's happening.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that game eventually. And you guys all have yourselves a wonderful night, and we will see
Yeah,
you the day
next
after
time.
tomorrow at a point. Bye.